I think this topic of carbs has come at a very important time because it's the time of year when people are doing detoxes and they're going on like 7, 10, 14 day sort of diets, which is usually like some sort of shake or a juice or something trying to detox the sugar out of your system. So in this video, I want to sort of go over some facts about sugar, carbs, what to have, what's good about it, what's bad about it, and we'll just sort of answer as many questions. So let's start off with carbohydrates, okay? What is the issue with carbohydrates? Absolutely nothing. There is nothing wrong with carbs whatsoever. The issue comes from when people have too much of carbs, and then that leads to high amounts of calories, and then that's what's going to lead to issues and fat gain and health problems. And the reason why people have too much of carbs is because they taste so damn good. They taste good, they can, which leads to overconsumption. You can eat them quickly, so let's say if you have like pasta or like potatoes or even like your refined carbs like chocolate, sweets, you can eat them so quickly, you don't get full up and your calories just fly up so quickly. So that is literally the only reason why carbs just need to be looked at a little bit more, because they do lead to overconsumption, and that's it. Sugar is a carbohydrate, and again, what are the issues with sugar? So the issues with sugar are exactly the same as the issues with carbs. That they taste amazing, they're easy to eat because you can just go and get a chocolate bar and next thing you know you've had 200 or 300 calories in 30 seconds. They don't fill you up, so you again lead to overconsumption, and this overconsumption is what leads to more calories. Okay, more calories equals more body fat, decreased health, and then that's when things start to get a little bit trickier and you need to look at your carbs and see how much you're actually consuming. So there's nothing wrong with sugar whatsoever. People say, oh, sugar's an addiction. It's not. Sugar's not an addiction. The feel-good factor that you get off sugar is the addiction, but sugar is not the addiction. Often you get from having sugar, from having like your chocolates, your sweets, fizzy drinks, the feel-good endorphins are the addiction, nothing else. The other issue is that also from having these, you get, because they're so moreish and you taste so good, it's like, oh, I want more. So once you've had a little bit, it's like you get a bit of a taste for it. And if you've not had it for a while, you get a bit of a taste of it even more, and you're like, oh, I want more. And that's exactly me. If I have a little bit, I want more. So it's either a case of, unless you can control it, either don't have it, or just limit yourself and just stop it there. So let's talk about the importance of carbs then. So carbs are super important. If you're training hard with whatever you're doing, if you're training intense, you need carbs for energy. Carbs are what fuel your workout. They get stored in your muscles so that you can train harder for longer. Carbohydrates, so like your veggies, all different kinds of carbs, like your fibrous carbs. They're full of fiber, nutrients, loads of nutrients, so it's important to have them. Even like potatoes and sweet potatoes, they're full of nutrients. Rice, not so much. Pasta is not really much nutrients to them because they're so processed, but they're so high calories, so they're not very good. And it's just a case of just managing them and being balanced with your calories, which we'll go on to further on the line in this video. But yeah, carbs are really important to your health, from the fiber, from your nutrients point of view, but also to your training. If you've got more carbs in your system, you're going to be able to train harder, faster, you'll be stronger, and you'll have better endurance, and all these things are going to add up to quicker results. So carbs are important. As soon as you take carbs out of the equation, it's like your intensity will drop so much and you won't be able to train as hard as normal. Yeah, you might reduce your body fat, but you won't be able to train as hard. So you're reducing your body fat, but your muscle definition is just like you're not as defined. You just end up becoming like a slimmer version of yourself, which most people don't want. We want to be strong and we want to look leaner, don't we, and defined. Sugar in your body breaks down into glucose, so that breaks down into your system. Now, your brain's primary source for energy is glucose. So on those days where we're having low carbs or we haven't eaten much and you feel weak and you feel tired and you just can't focus, that's because you've not got enough glucose in your system for your brain to actually function. So sugar is important to the brain because your brain needs it. Sugar also, once it's then broken down from glucose, can get stored in the muscles as glycogen. So when you're training and you're doing squats or you're doing press ups, or you're trying to run with the prowler or the sled as fast as you can, and you cannot do that, it's because your muscles have not got enough glycogen in them to get it going. Whereas if you've got enough glycogen within your muscles, again, you'll be able to push things faster, you'll be able to move quicker, you'll recover quicker. So glucose, which then breaks into glycogen, is important to the body. And again, this goes over why carbs. To round it up, we're going to discuss calories. Basically, you need to sort of have an idea of what your calories are. You don't need to know all the numbers and all the figures and be counting them every day. You just need to have an idea of what it is, so you can sort of plan out how much to eat of what. So in this video, I'm going to tag a link for how to work out your calories. It goes off your age, how much you're training, and it says how many calories you need to eat to put more weight on, how much you need to stay where you are, how much you need to lose, and so forth. Basically, our advice would be, so let's non-training days, we would say number one was regarding pasta. Pasta it's not bad, it's just that it just doesn't offer much to your body. So it's okay to have it now and again, but just don't go having it all the time, because it doesn't have much nutritional value to it. Having your carbs in your training days, you wanna ideally be having them a good 3. It depends on the meal size as well. If you're having an actual meal, so let's say you're having like potatoes or something, you want to be having them a good 6 to 8 hours before your actual training session. If you have them any closer, you're not going to have digested it at all, and it's going to sit on you a lot more. But also, you need that consistency day by day, so you can't go like 3 or 4 days without having any carbs and then be expecting to train hard on that one day. You need to be having like the consistent amounts every other day on your training days. So, but also if you're having something that's easily digestible, so it's like higher on the glycemic index, so let's say like fruit, for example, you could have that maybe like an hour and a half before your session, because it should sort of digest a little bit quicker in your system. Especially like bananas, they digest quite quickly. So yeah, just go with, yeah. And there's a question on sweeteners. Sweeteners have got a lot of stick. It's been a lot of like myths and rumours sort of thing. But there's nothing wrong with sweeteners whatsoever. If you're going to have like a Diet Coke as opposed to normal like Coca-Cola, you've got no calories there. I don't know how many calories in a can of Coke, but you've got the difference. So there's nothing wrong with having sweeteners. Again, it's the calories that are going to make a difference. So if you're going for having sweeteners, which are no calorie, as opposed to having like 3 teaspoons of sugar in your tea or whatever, tea or your coffee, then obviously you go for the sweeteners because it's low calorie, and that's what's going to have more health benefits as opposed to having the high amounts of calorie. And the whole thing about like sugar in fruits, sugar is sugar in the day. It makes like very minute difference, but there is nothing wrong with like the sugars that are in fruit. They're naturally occurring, so it's not a problem. Honey, again, great source of carbs, unbelievably healthy for your body. Google the benefits of honey; they are like endless. They're really good for you. So yeah, so there's no issue at all. Again, it's the actual amount of sugar that you're actually having. If you have a chocolate bar that's got 30 grams of sugar in it, as opposed to what, like 2 apples maybe have like 40 grams of sugar in them, it's going to give you more benefit to have that because it's got more water, more vitamins, more nutrients, more fibre. That's going to fill you up more as opposed to the chocolate bar, which is just going to give you like a 30 second sort of high from having the tasty, delicious Snickers or whatever you have. So that pretty much rounds up everything. Make sure you have a look in the link, because I'm going to put the link to how to work out your calories. If you have any questions or you want me to go over anything, please fire away. Thank you very much.